A cardiologist who has treated over 18,000 seniors throughout a 42-year career needs to share something urgent that contradicts everything the fitness industry has told people about staying active after 65. Jogging and running, the exercises that millions of seniors believe are keeping them healthy, are actually destroying knees, hips, and spines at an alarming rate. Emergency rooms across the country are filling with seniors who followed their doctor's advice to stay active through jogging, only to end up with fractures, torn cartilage, and joint damage so severe that bones grind against each other like rough sandpaper on wood. The global running shoe and fitness tracking industry generates over $300 billion annually, and these companies profit every single time someone believes that jogging alone will preserve their health and mobility into old age. A groundbreaking study from Harvard Medical School followed 2,400 adults over 70 for 9 years and discovered something that shocked the medical community. Those who jogged regularly showed knee cartilage deterioration rates 43% higher than seniors who performed alternative low-impact exercises. MRI imaging revealed that joggers experienced cartilage thinning of 3.7 millimeters annually compared to just 1.8 millimeters in those who chose gentler movements. In clinical practice spanning over 4 decades, the pattern becomes impossible to ignore. Patients who jogged faithfully 3 to 5 times per week for years show joint damage patterns nearly identical to former marathon runners, with the same characteristic wear on kneecaps, hip joints, and lower spine. Here is the biological reality that the fitness industry does not want discussed openly. When feet strike pavement during jogging, the impact force equals approximately 3 to 4 times body weight with every single step. That force travels up through ankles, knees, and hips, creating microtrauma that accumulates over months and years. After age 65, cartilage loses its ability to repair itself efficiently because cellular regeneration slows by approximately 60% compared to younger adults. This means damage accumulates faster than the body can heal it, leading to progressive joint destruction that eventually requires surgical intervention. Research from the Mayo Clinic demonstrates that seniors who continue high-impact exercise past age 70 show inflammation markers in their joints that remain elevated for up to 72 hours after each session, meaning chronic inflammation becomes the permanent state for regular joggers. This video will reveal the 5 alternative movements that build the same cardiovascular benefits and leg strength as jogging without destroying joints in the process, ranked from helpful to absolutely transformational. Stay watching, because number 2 triggers a cellular response that researchers are calling reverse aging for blood vessels and bones simultaneously. Before diving deeper into this critical information, there is an important question. How old is the viewer right now, and where is this video being watched from? Every single comment gets read and responded to personally because sharing these experiences helps other seniors understand they are not alone in facing these mobility challenges. The community built around this channel represents thousands of people reclaiming their strength and independence. The changes probably started subtly, almost imperceptibly at first. Knees feeling slightly stiff after morning jogs that used to feel energizing. A dull ache in hips that lingers for hours after finishing a run. That grinding sensation deep inside knee joints when climbing stairs the day after exercise. These are not normal aging processes that everyone must accept as inevitable. These are warning signals that joints are breaking down faster than the body can repair them. What most people do not realize is how rapidly this deterioration accelerates once it begins. After age 65, adults lose approximately 4% of cartilage thickness every year when continuing high-impact activities without intervention. That means, in just 10 years, 40% of the cushioning that protects bones from grinding directly against each other will be gone. Research from Stanford University tracked joint health in 500 seniors who maintained jogging routines past age 70. Within 8 years, 67% required either partial or total knee replacement surgery. When cartilage deteriorates past a critical threshold that orthopedic surgeons call the point of no return, everyday activities become impossible without assistance or medical devices. Simple actions like getting out of a car without pain or stepping into a bathtub without fear turn into ordeals that steal independence and dignity. The psychological impact of losing physical autonomy devastates mental health in ways that family members often fail to understand until they witness it firsthand. Here is the statistic that changes everything about how this conversation should be approached. Adults over 70 who require knee replacement surgery face a mortality rate within 5 years that is 51% higher than those who never need the surgery. Why does this happen? The surgery itself triggers a cascade of complications that include blood clots, infections, and extended immobility that weakens the entire muscular system. But the deeper issue involves what orthopedic researchers call the functional decline spiral. After knee surgery, seniors reduce overall activity due to pain and fear of damaging the new joint. This reduction causes muscle loss throughout the body, which leads to balance problems, which increases fall risk, which often results in hip fractures, which carry their own devastating mortality statistics. One surgery sets off a domino effect that can end independence permanently. The human body was simply not designed to absorb repetitive high-impact forces decade after decade, especially not when cellular repair mechanisms slow dramatically after age 60. Evolution shaped human movement patterns around walking, climbing, and occasional sprinting for survival, not daily jogging on concrete surfaces wearing cushioned shoes that actually encourage harder heel strikes. Exercise number 5 on this countdown might seem surprisingly simple when first heard, but what it accomplishes inside the cardiovascular system and leg muscles will sound almost miraculous. This movement is called the supported wall set, and it targets slow-twitch muscle fibers in quadriceps and glutes while simultaneously training the cardiovascular system without any joint impact whatsoever. When performing supported wall sits correctly, the body creates what exercise physiologists call an isometric contraction, where muscles remain under constant tension without moving through a range of motion. This unique metabolic environment triggers the release of growth hormone at levels 230% higher than traditional cardio exercises, according to research published by the American College of Sports Medicine. At the same time, the sustained muscle tension creates beneficial stress on blood vessel walls that improves arterial flexibility by 41% when practiced 3 times weekly for 8 weeks. A patient named Dorothy, 73 years old and recently retired from teaching elementary school, used to jog 4 mornings per week because her doctor recommended staying active. After 2 years of faithful jogging, her knees hurt so badly she could barely walk to her mailbox without limping. Her daughter suggested trying wall sites after reading about them in a health newsletter. Dorothy felt skeptical that something so simple could replace her jogging routine, but within 3 weeks, she noticed her knee pain decreasing noticeably. Within 2 months, she could climb the stairs to her bedroom without holding the railing for support, something she had not.